Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today is Motivational Day. And why is it Motivational Day? Because it's IPO week. Have you seen some of this mess? Insider trading is in effect. Ordinary citizens, we're in trouble. We're going to talk about it today. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And as you can see, we're here on the YouTube channel, the Stop Struggling Now channel. And I want to thank you for being here. And please share the videos because we can help other people. And notice we have the join button over here on the right hand side. And to become a member of the channel and support the channel, under the community tab is where I leave members of the channel special messages, 1 or 2 videos a month. And I'm going to announce right now, tomorrow after the Airbnb IPO, we're going to do a live stream only for members only in the evening time. So hopefully people will be home. I don't have a time yet, but it's going to be on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. You still have a chance to join as a member, and I want to thank everybody for your support as we've went over 10,000 subscribers. So I want to thank you so much. Now, the motivation is this. I'm a little upset because we're out here working hard. Some of you are working 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. And you're not a 1%er. You're not a top 10%er yet. Even if you are a top 10%er, there's a thing going on. You pay taxes. You have to subsidize these companies, right? So when a new company moves into the area, such as a Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon, you name it. People in Austin, Texas right now, the Gigafactory that Tesla's going to build, how much you want to bet they have some sort of subsidy, some sort of credit, some sort of tax relief, and yet they can still sell shares of stock on the open exchange and do another round of funding like $500 million if they want to. But you're going to pay for them. You're the one, the taxpayer, who's going to be paying because they're not paying the taxes. You're going to be paying for the taxes. Meanwhile, they get a free ride. So you're sitting here going, hey, Eric, what's this have to do with anything? Well, this has to do with motivation, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm a little upset. Because let me show you something. This is October 12th. New data. Top 1% of Americans wealthier than bottom 50%. Do you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? 1% are wealthier than there are 300 million Americans plus. That's 150 million Americans, top 1%. Look at these numbers. This is disgusting. Top 1% has 16 times more wealth than bottom 50% combined. Top 1% has 34.23 trillion. Bottom 50%, 2 trillion, ladies and gentlemen. U.S. Federal Reserve. I'll have a link down below. And you're sitting there going, well, Eric, man, I get a raise every now and then. I have my money in a 401k. I got it in stocks. I got my money all over the place trying to make money and getting these extra streams of income, getting my side hustles on. And you're sitting there going, man, I just can't catch up to these guys. There's a reason you can't catch up, ladies and gentlemen. While you're busy paying taxes, you have no way to create money out of thin air. You can't say, here's a piece of paper, buy it for $50. You can't do that. No. So let's look at what happened today with the DoorDash and the C3 artificial intelligence companies. This is how it's created, and this is why there's a 1% have more than the bottom 50% combined. There's a reason, and this is why. This is why this is motivational. This doesn't get your behind working and figuring out a different way, because working at a job and putting your money away in a 401k is not catching you up. Inflation is kicking your behind, and these guys are kicking your behind, making money out of thin air and insider trading. It's disgusting. Here we go right here. C3 came out today. IPO along with DoorDash. Microsoft doubles its money after backing C3. Let's take a further look at this. This is disgusting. Okay? If you knew C3 is going to come out and you can put down $100 million a few weeks before they'll have their IPO, and you can buy their shares at, hold on, let me go down and show you something. Right here, Spring Creek Capital, an affiliate of Koch brothers Industries, and Microsoft plan to buy 100 million and 50 million. Spring Creek Capital, the Koch brothers, they put in 100 million pre-IPO. Microsoft put in 50 million pre-IPO. Both of these companies doubled their money. Why, do you ask? Because look at here, they were able to buy at $42 a share right before the IPO. They haven't done the damn thing, but they damn sure have a lot of money. And when they put in their offices and up in Seattle, Microsoft, yeah, home prices increased because they brought all this money in the area where ordinary citizens can't afford it. You get tax breaks, tax cuts, don't have to pay for stuff, but it's coming out of your paycheck, Seattle citizens. You're paying it. And then these guys get to jump in on bottom line insider trading where they can buy shares at $42 last minute. And then on the opening day, look at here. This is the close today, $92. You could not buy shares at 42. You could not buy shares at 52, 62, 72, 82, even 92 until the close of day. The shares opened at $102, ladies and gentlemen. These guys doubled their money as soon as it was on the exchange. Free, clear, 200 for Spring Creek, 100 million for Microsoft. That's why I'm livid. This is disgusting. This is called, what is that called? Capitalism? You guys aren't getting left behind because of, well, let's call it inflation. You're getting left behind because of stuff like this. They make money a different way than how you make money. So you have to start thinking, how are you going to get in on some of this, right? Are you going to go to Silicon Valley and start smoozing, start hanging out with all these start-out companies, put in a few extra dollars when their shares are only like $1 each and you have 10 or 15 G's and you take a risk on a company that's, you know, just starting out and saying, hey, we're going to do this? Well, a lot of companies go out of business. Most people don't have the 20,000, the 50,000, the 100,000 to just say, you know what, I'll just throw caution to the wind and here's 100 G's. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But if it happens, I'm going to be worth $100 million. If it don't happen, well, I lost 100 G's. You might want to get in that position. So what do you have to do? Get those extra streams of income that we've been talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Affiliate marketing, referral marketing, even if you have to get a side hustle, as they call it. But you need those extra streams of income because you're getting further and further left behind. And if you're not investing in something where your money can work for you, then you're in 5 to 10 years, it's game over. It's a wrap. If you think the 1%ers have 50% right now, wait till all these IPOs come out over the next 3 months. That rate is going to go up to where 1%ers are going to be owning like 60% of the wealth combined of the lower 60%. That'll be like 180 million people, and 1% control more wealth than they do. Okay, you got to get in on this, but it's hard to get in when they automatically make money. Let's go look at this. Microsoft, here's their shares, $211. Their stock is going down even though they doubled $50 million. This is how minimal this is to them. But look here. Their market cap is $1.6 trillion. So this is one of the reasons why $100 million to Microsoft Corporation means nothing. This is one day. This is today. Their stock actually goes down even though they have shares of a company that doubled from 50 million to 100 million. This is insane. So anyhow, let me calm down because DoorDash, the next company, comes out blazing and they did the same thing. Look at this. Here's what happens. DoorDash sells shares $3.37 billion before the IPO. Okay, this is insane. So once again, we have insider trading, as I call it. DoorDash Trio worth up to $2.8 billion each is IP. The three owners. There's only around 3,400 billionaires on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Out of 7.5 billion people, 7.6 billion people, there's only 3,800, 3,900 billionaires. And here today, because of DoorDash and because of C3, we added like four more billionaires. Just like that. Because they have pieces of paper that they say we're doing an IPO. All this hard work we doing, IPO it. Now, look at the DoorDash situation. Look at this. 2014, Sequoia Capital, all these guys, look at their price. That's not even nothing. Here we go again, March 2015, 5.7. Sequoia Capital again comes back in and gets 4.8. Sequoia Capital, SoftBank, Welcome Trust, 5.5 mil. See this? DST Global, 13.8 mil round. This is investment rounds, ladies and gentlemen. And here we got it, June 2020, Fidelity, SoftBank, Vision, Sequoia Capital again, 45.9. This is insane. Okay, so DoorDash, another company that says, oh, you know what? We're just going to come out, shares might be $42, 100. These guys say, well, we'll make it 102 for you guys. See this again. I'll keep saying this. The company raised $3.37 billion in its IPO. This is called pre-selling for 102. So these guys get to come in for $102. But yet, when it opens up on the stock exchange, it opens up at 180, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you and everybody else gets to buy. 180 today. Everybody who bought at 102, who bought at 45, who bought at 32, all these numbers, they get to cash out and become billionaires. Just like that. Meanwhile, you're sitting there working your behinds off. This is why I had to make this video today. Because if this doesn't get you motivated to sit there and go, well, wait a minute, I'm working my behind off 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, 9 hours a day. I got a daycare. I got to pay taxes. They're taking 24, 28% of my money. Come on. When you're going to start taking this stuff seriously? Because there's an end game. The end game means we live in the most prosperous country in the world, except the top 10% of them get to live in the most prosperous country in the world how they want to live. The lower 50%, good luck. Because if you're not getting in on the game plan to say, you know what, I better start changing up here. I better start watching out for myself and my future. I better be paying attention to what Eric's saying here at Stop Struggling Now. So anyhow, 189.51. I'm going to end this right here because this is disgusting. These guys are selling shares for 102 for insider trading. They're selling shares months ago for $50, $45. And now here it is 5-6 months later, they come out of the gates at 180. It ends at 189 today. Who took the risk, ladies and gentlemen? The people who bought today are all at risk. Meanwhile, everybody who invested at $102 and less, they're not at no risk. So literally they take no risk, all off the table, and they leave you at risk. If this company goes down the tubes, they got their money. They're off to the races. They can now leverage this paper into another derivative. And now they can acquire other companies because now they're worth $64 billion. Nope, $68 billion. Are you guys getting this? This is how it works. This is why the wealth gap is going wider and wider. There's going to be, out of these IPOs that just happened today, there's going to be a few hundred people that became instant multimillionaires. And there's going to be 4 or 5 billionaires out of that. Just like that. All right. That ends it. Thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. This hopefully will get you motivated to consider what it's going to take for you to get ahead at these kind of leaps and bounds that these guys are getting ahead by. I don't know what that is, but stay tuned. We still have a ways to go, but hopefully you'll be here on the Friday Night Live. If you're a member of the channel, hopefully we'll talk tomorrow about some investment strategy as well. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. Let's get real. A large segment of the population lives paycheck to paycheck. In case you're new here, 70% of the population lives paycheck to paycheck because 70% of the population doesn't even have $1,000 in the bank account. So let's get real. Stop faking. Stop believing. Stop watching that nonsense that you're watching on TV where you're going, wow, that's cool, them houses they have. You better start thinking because you're getting left behind. Inflation is about to kick in because they're about to print some more money in the next 2 to 3 months. So that means more inflation, more of your money being siphoned off, and you're going to be taxed a little more as well. So again, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Come join the party. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.